chicks out here be trying to shame dudes. Like, I'm in touch with my feminine side, but I'm not a homosexual. I don't have no kind of sex at all, not even with no woman. Chicks try to make you feel bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, if you don't want no pussy, you ain't no man. They control all the other men who can't say no to a woman. See what I'm saying? It don't make you a man to do that. These chicks will enslave you. They don't even want you in their pussy. They want you wherever you a bust a nut to make you weak, physically weak. I was on the bus today. I got off the bus. This chick tried to race me. She had on a blue shirt and a short haircut. You know, the kind that fit me a man. I don't give a fuck. Tried to race me. Bitch couldn't win the race. I wasn't racing her anyway. When she came out the stove, she thought she was going to be racing the same direction. I turned around on purpose. I went the opposite way, like, then race by yourself. The only person you competing with is your damn self. So when I turned around, I don't know what she did. She must have been waiting for me. Because based on how early it was that I turned around, I was like, well, she'll be gone by the time I, you know, whatever. I went back in the store, got some more shit that I left, came back, and there she go. Still trying to race. Bitch got tired and went to go play like she was ordering something. And out of all this, she was playing, she was going to get some meat. I'm like, that's why your ass tired now, eating goddamn meat. Chicks be on some shit where they be like, yo, they want you wherever they want you in their body, wherever you'll bust a nut. In their mouth, in their pussy, or their asshole. Ain't neither one of them good for you. It's good for the government to have workers, but the government the government has solved this problem. The government's like, yo, if we can't get y'all, we gonna give y'all LGBTQ to be the little gay birds y'all want to be. Black Lives Matter is an LGBTQ association, which means that it's not Black Lives Matter, it's Homosexual Lives Matter. They started it. LGBTQ started that Black Lives Matter shit, which means that, oh, now we equal. Yeah, if you're gay, that's what slavery was about anyway. Down south, the red people were like, yo, I can go out there and pick any piece of pussy I want, but it was heterosexual. The blue Jews up north, they like men and women. The men and women like black men and women, respectively. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, yo, I'll talk to you. Like saying, I'm not gonna treat you like a slave, but I am a homosexual. See what I'm saying? It's like Scylla and Charybdis. It's like still two evils. It ain't no better on either side. The rednecks be on some shit like, well, I'm a redneck ass woman and you's a nigga. I want some nigga dick when I want some nigga dick. No. So I act feminine. That shit work. I'm like, you want this girl? You want this? You want this right now? And then the whole deal with that is like, if she wants that, she wants dick in her ass. See, I'm not a homosexual, but I'm watching this shit. I'm like, so like Nicki Minaj got a song called "Shit It On 'Em." When these dudes out here be acting, these blue dudes be acting all tough, all athletic and shit. When you bend over to hike a football, you didn't put your ass up in the air, passing a shit turd colored ball to the man behind you, and your butt's in his face. So, what you want him to do? Put his dick in your ass? I mean, even with the woman, it's like, you know, if I'm acting feminine, then what does she want me to do? That means I don't want no pussy girl. Well, she's like, I don't care. They just want to bring me down, like say, I've had him. He's been in my chamber of doom, my temple of doom. If a bitch eat meat and you fuck her in the ass, guess what's in her ass? The parasites that's in the meat she eat. We pick up parasites all the time. If a chick eats sausage and eggs and shit, that's a salmonella germ, because people don't fix their eggs right. That's a trichinosis worm in the meat, in the pork. In the Bible, the demon was in the man. It said, cast us into the pig. It wanted to be in the goddamn pig, like saying that we survive better in the pig than anywhere else. And the pig was like, I don't want the motherfuckers in me. And the pig went and drowned itself. Because that's what the worms do. They make you destroy yourself, like say that once you get them into you and they accumulate over time, like from like you a child eating that meat, you're like, well, they don't bother me. But when you get older, all them worms in your body laying eggs, they're asexual. Which means that once you get enough worms in your body, you'll start having homosexual thoughts and you won't know why. You see what I'm saying? You don't know why, because them worms are asexual. Those worms are asexual, and the more they infest your body from you eating stupid ass meat and undercooked meat and shit, you don't even know why you feeling like that. You got to get that shit out. And then once you start getting it out, them things start congealing. It's like there's a mucus ball. Like they work on mucus, like they put all the weak worms on the outside. like on the zombie movies where they be like, you know, it'll be like a bunch of zombies roping like one giant zombie. I seen that shit on the game. It was like, it's like a billion goddamn zombies, and they're controlled by worms. The body's reanimated, like saying that all they need to do, they can actually repair damaged nerve tissue, like on a Night of the Creeps. They can repair damaged nerve tissue by actually filling in for the actual matter and mass is missing. Like when ants join together and form a bridge so that other ants can cross over, like saying we can fill the blanks in, like on Jurassic Park with the goddamn frog DNA and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says I saw 3 spirits come out of the mouth of the prophets, like 3 frogs. See what I'm saying? So with that being said, these women out here eating meat, they want a man in their ass. Once a chick have a baby, vaginal sex ain't gonna get it. And once she done had more than one, for every baby it comes out, what the woman say? It get easier after every baby. What is it, man? It pop out like a seed. And then it pop out, it's like when it pop out, it's like the vagina's getting stretched more and more. It's like at that point I was like, she don't want no penis in her vagina. She want dick in the booty hole. She won't dig in the book. I don't know. I'm like, man, you know what? These bitches will shit on you, and they'll shit them worms on you, and you be like, yo, I don't even eat meat, but the shit go through the skin of your dick. I mean, your balls and your dick. It'll go through that shit. You ever seen the commercial for the strain? These motherfuckers, the sperm can impregnate any part of your body. A nigga, you know what I'm saying? These are worms. They just be saying like, yeah, sex with an old man, you get worms. Well, that's not any old man. That's them grays. It's them. Shit ain't shit more. Shit ain't nothing new. It's just never got explained. The miseducation. You know what I'm saying? These mothers out here, their hair would turn gray, but they don't lose no hair. Their hair turn gray, and their skin be like leather. They like skeletons. Like you ever seen Jason and the Argonauts, where they took the dragon's teeth and they planted the dragon's teeth, and then. Because they're dragons, they come from the dragon. They're like the Nagas, like, you know, they're South Africans that when they went to Asia, they mixed in with the Hindus and they became the Chinese people. But Chinese people, they're like, yo, we're not going back to that. They don't want to go back to that. Like saying that from what we come from, they had to become the servants of the Hindus. Gandhi spoke about it. Gandhi was a Brahmin. He was a Brahmin class. He had to do shit, but he was like, man, this is bullshit. They were the servants of the Hindus, which meant what? They were the servants of the servants. They were the servants of the servants. Almost like a Canaan position in a way. And then it was like, you know, the Hindus, they served the damn Brahmins. They didn't even care. They was like, yo, fuck, they was like, you know, this nigga bust a nut. It's almost like that shit get him pleasure, like, hey, he bust a nut. Yes, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about sex. When you didn't document it 1,000 ways to have sex called the Kama Sutra, that means that one way just ain't enough for you. Because they were indeed the fallen angels who had basically been like, well, you know what? We thought we would enjoy sex and we can't. So they dedicate their lives to other shit like everybody else should. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that they're evil forever. It just means that they realize the shit. But the Chinese people are like, they're like their servants. They're the offspring of their servitude. Like saying that once you serve a motherfucker, like saying I'm cleaning your house and shit. After a while, they fucking you. That's how Bob Marley was born. That's how Hitler was born. You know, Hitler's dad was his mom was a Jew. Hitler's mom was Jewish, but his dad was one of the people that she worked for. You know, those South African people, what they did was they made themselves available, like saying that they were like angels. That's why in the movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy, they were not allowed to have any technology or anything harder than a goddamn glass bottle. Because they would fuck themselves up with it and everybody else. The gods must be crazy. The gods must be what? Grays. The gods must be grays. See? They're grays. So, with that being said, the mentality is like, yo, the angels come up on your sins. Like saying that when the angels didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, like they were supposed to, like on the strain, this is on the strain, this is in that goddamn, the storyline. It was like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. They didn't, you know, and they got caught up in the delicacies and they learned that, you know what I'm saying? And so for the same reason the Heavenly Father was like, yo, destroy it, they didn't, and the shit is where it is now. And it always ends up being like, it's like a real worm. Like if you don't destroy the whole shit, then one piece wriggles off and becomes a whole new worm. Like with starfish. If you don't destroy the whole thing, then the part that's left goes somewhere else and it becomes a whole new, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're trying to destroy. You know? Well, man, just like they're going from it's almost like, I ain't gonna say Hitler baited them, because it just occurred to me like I said but once he knew what they were doing, he was trying to breed them too. It was like Hitler furthered it, but he's like, okay, well, you know, he was like, if they're actually allowing our sexual lust, you know what I'm saying, like they had the little maid outfit and shit. It'd be some old sexy shit where it'd be like it'd be the goddamn garter belt with the stockings and shit, and she's dusting some shit before he bend her ass over and dust the panties off, and then the child that's born from that has the appearance of the lord of the house. In this white supremacy society, that helps them to look like other than their original root. You know what I'm saying? It helps them, it benefits them to look like other than what they really were. That's why Hitler, he was like, he did the study, he's like, hold up. He was like, these are not even the real people. You know what I'm saying? He's like, these are not them. He's like, these are evolutionary offshoots. But even with that being said, it's like they were adopted. The real people don't have to do none of that shit. Which means that as soon as they turn against the law that was given to them, they're ineffectually whatever everybody else is, just wanderers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what got them and opened doors for them across the whole world was their proclivity towards the law he gave them. But not no more. Like saying that you're not supposed to shave your beard, which means that every Jewish person should have a beard. But I'm gonna tell you, something else going on that they don't want to talk about. I said, well, maybe they got molested or some shit. Maybe they was like, yeah, them old men, them old Russian men, they'll talk that game, but they child molested. I don't know. It's something going on where they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the whole deal with me is like I'm seeing a lot of LGBTQ shit popping off. You know what I'm saying? Which I know for a fact is like, unless they're going back to being those angels of anarchy, because they are, you know, messengers. You know, if they're becoming the angels of anarchy, like saying that we're becoming a part of the destruction of the major aspect of the world's destruction, we're becoming a part of that so that we can use that to usher in, because they, you know, that's how they was promising, like saying if you know that you're not supposed to be having, you know, sex, blah 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 blah, they're like, yo, but we use it to our advantage. You know, they make themselves available for you to, like saying that they invite you to sin, almost like with that song with Take 9, sin with me. She says sin with me. It sounds like she says sin with me. It sounds like a Russian song, but in the background it's like, sin with me, I warn you. Like saying, I want you to sin with me, even though I should be telling you not to. So, but I'm not gonna stop you. Sin with me, I warn you. Like, same thing with like Abel, because he was one of them too. It was like he's basically saying like, I would not stop you, brother, from killing me if I could. Like saying, I'm gonna make myself available to your sin for my benefit. So that because you sin, by virtue of you sinning, then I accuse you. That's satanic. That's the accuser. Which means that nothing you do to them, they enjoy nothing you do to them. They enjoy you damning yourself. Because whatever they've done to not be where they're supposed to be and to be here, they know that they've inherited that damnedness. And so it's like, you know what? It's like saying, they look at the folk like saying that you don't even know what we know, but you're blessed and more well off than we are. Because when we found out who we were, we realized that we're the children of disobedient angels. We're the children and the offspring of disobedient angels who have devised the plan, you know what I'm saying, under the protocols of the elders of Zion to go into whatever position we got to go in. And right now, it's going on now here. You know, certain Asians do it too. They can't wait to get a white chick and be like, yo, my baby that I have with her the eyes gonna be less slanty. It's gonna be less slanty, and it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor made a joke about this shit, man. He was like, how long do it take for the eyes to open up? You know what I'm saying? And then Jay-Z was like, the windows to his soul was halfway closed. He was like, the windows to his soul was halfway closed, like saying that that's Jedi, like saying that you can't see my thoughts and intentions. And it's good, for example, I take my glasses off just for that. You know, but even in their Japan anime, their mentality is like, we draw all our characters with huge eyes because you can see their innocent intentions. Which means that they themselves know that, yeah, that's what we are. We're in the same vein as those things. It's like every group of people out here see, black people, believe me, it makes it easier to know this. They are against everybody's against them. Everybody, you don't have no friends out here. Everybody is against them. Every now and then you have a person or a few people who will be like, you know what, he's not a threat. And life goes on, ups and downs from there. But some people are like, yo, we know the only way we can get get along with them is what? To befriend them and to help them in their own self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say like Arabs. They'll sell your ass some cigarettes. They'll be like, yo, how you doing? They enslave black people. Arabs enslave black people. If you don't speak Arabic, then you don't know what the fuck the Quran is talking about. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it's talking about. That's why William Shakespeare was an English poet. He was English, and we speak English, goddamn it. I don't give a fuck what you say. We speak English right goddamn now. So whatever, and he put the hurt on that motherfucker. What they know that they learn in their synagogues that your dumb ass don't know because you don't go there is what William Shakespeare brought to you when he took 46 years to write the Bible on the run. They were trying to kill William Shakespeare while he was writing the Bible. Like rephrasing it, you know what I'm saying? Like translating it into English, the King James Version. They tried to kill him. Why? Because it's bullshit? No. They don't waste that much time on no bullshit. They knew that he was putting the goddamn truth down. It was like, yo, we got to kill him. Like the book of Eli, I was like, we can't have this shit out, yo. We cannot fucking have this shit out. We can't have it out. You see what I'm saying? So he was on the run the whole goddamn time. What's his name? Oh God. Tinsdale. William Tinsdale. William Tinsdale. Tins, like tin, the metal tin. Like the Tin Man, if I only had a heart. William Tinsdale. Tin's tail. Tin's tail. Tin, a tail of the end. The end's tail. The tail of the end, or the tail of the Ouroboros, the tail of the beginning and the end. The tail of Genesis to Revelations, you know what I'm saying? The tin's tail. The end's tail. You know what I'm saying? The end's tail. The tail of how it will end, and it will end the same way it began. See what I'm saying? And so with that being said, and he put his name in there too, when you go to Psalm 46, when he was 46 years old, you go 46 words down from the first letter, the first word in Psalm 46, you'll see, what is it? Shake. And then 46 words from there is spear. So he went in there and he put himself in there like saying that it's just one of those things where it's like King Midas, you know, it's like no one knew that King Midas had ass's ears except for his barber. And he could not keep the secret, so he whispered the shit in the motherfucking water. And when the reeds grew up, when the wind blew, it would say, King Midas has ass's ears. King Midas has ass's ears. He's so asinine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, but the mentality behind is like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, people say, oh, well, and I'm not giving a fuck. People are more fearful and more of a truth and more comfortable around the ignorant. So I play stupid for my own safety. Because for as much as I feel like what we're saying now may anger people because we know, they'll be like, well, why you asking? Because my life is simpler that way. But you know what I'm saying? Some people be like, well, you know, go ahead on and tell the truth. Man, these motherfuckers won't leave me the fuck alone. They got chicks out here ready to give me some pussy just so the intelligence that comes with my libido never being satiated. You know what I'm saying? They want to diminish that, but I won't have it. You know what I'm saying? Even in the book of Enoch, it says you were eternal beings. You had no need to have children, which means that they were like mental giants too. They weren't just giants, they were mental giants, like saying that because they did not engross themselves in premeditating about the physical desires and the cravings of the flesh in this world, because they couldn't enjoy it no more than fathoming. It was all in their mind. Their skin was so fucking black. Like I haven't even seen these motherfuckers, like, you know, like Hindus be dark, but these motherfuckers, they were black. They were black and giants. You know, you can have a little version of some shit and be like, yo, like, you know, and it's small. But these were big black ass goddamn giants with bone straight hair, like in the blackest of night, in the blackest of night where there was no goddamn street lights, they would be invisible. like nuke the night sky. Be like, this motherfucker, you would think it was part of the goddamn background of the sky, except for, you be like, there are no stars, except for the glistening of their shining skin. You see what I'm saying? Even the Quran talks about that. It talks about, you know what I'm saying, how some of the sons, you know, they had like the blackest goddamn skin. It said that, you know what I'm saying, they made, it says there were hybrid children born that were so beautiful that they made the stars fall. The stars being the sons of God. They were like, yo, this chick right here got some buttermilk and her skin is buttermilk. They came down for light-skinned women. They was like, man, these bitches is fair. They said the sons of God saw the daughters of men that were fair. They saw the hybridized gray children. They were their parents in a way. You know, these beings that were reborn on Earth, reborn, they were aborted on Sirius B by Sirius B parents and relegated to Sirius C. But they were renowned, like saying that, and it was almost like saying that, how are you so attracted to that which you have destroyed? Like you're the reason why they're not your daughters now. Like saying that it's okay if they're men's daughters and you take them, but you would never even, you know, allow your, but the women did this shit. The women of the daughters of God, you know, the children of Alma, they did this shit because, you know what I'm saying, they would never accept any kind of repatriation to their twins in the eggshell. It was like, man, fuck this shit. That's where that story of Lilith comes from. She's like, I made the same time as him. When that egg was, you know, we were in that egg, he won't mate before me, and vice versa. And they, you know what I'm saying? But it was never an issue because they were so close in proximity. When they were joined like Siamese twins, there was no need for sex. Only as they began to fall and descend closer and closer to the earth, to the point where it was like, you know what, we got goddamn 200 out of 600 Agigi about to fall to even the lowest of depths that we've ever fallen to since leaving our home or estate in Canis Major. We're falling deep as fuck, yo. But all of them didn't fall because, you know, they knew it was like, yo, the earth is treacherous. They was like, that shit, I mean, not so much what it's like saying that it's the lust thereof. When they came down here, they started fucking the animals. They was like, yo, they started fucking the animals and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking the animals. And it's like, when you hear, when it says the sons of God, son of daughters of man, that's the goddamn animals. That is the animals. Like saying that, it's already like saying that what you call what they were was what they were, but then they were like, well, you know what, whatever it was, they didn't see no daughters. Whatever it was, they was like, yo, we want them. And the hybridization led to more and more of an advancement. And see, that's what caused the karma. But the funny part about it was that if there's anyone who would try to, like, you know what I'm saying, denigrate or deride, the reality is that the hybridized children that were born were the same children that they aborted when they were on Sirius B. And see, that's two groups. That's the parents and the children, who personally, I see them both as like to me, they're alien to me, but they are the children of the Alpha. And you know, and the Omega, they're his children, and they're in between. So to me, they're both betas. He's the Alpha and the Omega, and they're both betas. They're not the beginning or the end of his plan, is what it says somewhere. It says they're not the beginning or the end of his plan. They don't realize that they're fallen angels, and they're trying to stop the earth angels. See what I'm saying? They gave the earth angels their wings, like saying that because of their sin, we're able to rise up. The same way the other angels, like saying that because of man's sin and him wanting sex, they're like, yo, we're not going to make ourselves unavailable to them. Is what these women were thinking, is what these men were thinking. We'll be available, but it'll be their sin. Like when Abel said, I wouldn't stop Cain from killing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was in all malice. It was malicious. It wasn't like, you know, oh, well, you know, no, it was evil. They were evil-minded. It was like, we're going to let them sin and use it to our advantage. It was like baiting you, like saying, don't you want this goddamn pussy that you know you're supposed to be fucking with? You know what I'm saying? And so Hitler, he was like, yo, man, my mom was Jewish, and here I am, and they won't let me in. Like on Nightbreed, they won't let me in because of who my dad was. It's who your father is. They won't let me in. So then he did more and more research. I mean, he was driven. But like I say, with the Pleiadians and the whole thing, it's like their whole thing was that they're supposed to be like bleach. Like, you know, like almost like literal bleach blonde hair. Bleach. It's like saying that when you kill the cell, these are blue beans. Pleiades are blue. You know, when you kill the cell, then the virus or the fungus or the bacteria, it's dead too because it has nothing. So I mean, like I say, drinking bleach don't hurt you, but they want you to think that. There's a verse in the Bible where it says they shall hold snakes and snake bites won't even hurt them. Like saying that at some point in time, it's like you realize that these bacterias, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. You know what I'm saying? And it's been no fool with the truth. These things live in your body because people don't want to kill them. And I'm gonna tell you, I've noticed that people are perpetuating and nurturing. It's certain, I don't want to say any color because it could be anything, but I was on a bus one day, not here, and I sprayed something, man. It was some like cologne or something. Man, this chick jumped. She was like, put that shit on me. I'm like, because it was the alcohol content. Like, she was nurturing her germs. Now, I understand the concept, like saying that your germs will eat up any other germs. You know, like saying that it's so much shit on here, like saying that my own germs protect me from somebody else's germs. Like saying that my stink is my stink. It's my stink. When you bring your stink over here, your stink is gonna, you know what I'm saying, affect my stink. And like saying that I keep a barrier of stink around me and my own germs. My family's germs and my germs in our area, we get cough and hawk spit around ourselves. And that creates like a little microorganism cloud of protection. Because everywhere I go, they be coughing. And I'm like, yo, that shit, I'm like, whatever you got on you, it might hurt me. How about we just like not do that? Because I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's nasty. But it's like, you know, their mentality is more of a, that I'm condescending. So it's like trying to say, well, you know what, you know, this is that and the third. Because I shit outside. Bathrooms and shit are nasty as fuck. They, you know what I'm saying? I shit outside. I mean, you know, other than like, you know, other shit, I shit outside. I'm like, man, I piss outside. Touching handles is nasty. Any kind of doorknob and shit, that's nasty. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm realizing that these motherfuckers, they're mad at me. Because they want to put me in a box or a shell to make themselves feel comfortable. I noticed this. I was like, you know what? When I was, I did not give a fuck. I was like, I mean, I kept myself, but I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm not stressing this shit. I wasn't trying to be like, well, I'm gonna dress better than anybody. I wore all black, trying to not be seen. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. Nope. It don't matter what I wear. They're gonna see me because it's the energy they're picking up on is not about. It's not an energy that they get with their eyes. They feel it, like my girl was just saying. She was like, they want to be around you. They want to be in your energy. They want you to look at them. Dr. Malachi York said, if you want to take power from something, stop looking at it. Don't look at it. Jesus said, when you look at a woman with lust in your eyes, you've already sinned. Because they can feel that shit. They can really feel it. I mean, it's damn near hard to do, but there's an exchange that goes on to where when you do that, like even when you have sex with a sick person, their sickness goes to you. I'm like, man. Because, you know, I used to be like, man, man, no, you don't. If a motherfucker got a limp or some shit and you have sex with them, you'll have a limp too. You'll be hurting where they was hurting at because that hurt is in their DNA where it's like one cell of your body can be used to clone your whole body. So the DNA and genetic information for that person after the injury is altered. Like saying that if a person got hurt, then all the DNA that's in their body after the injury that is in what's latently there that can be reproduced through that cell if someone try to clone that cell. So it's like, also too, with like the intelligence, like saying that when you're young and you have kids, your ignorance is passed on, like saying that you had a baby at a very early age when you didn't really know shit. And that your ignorance and lack thereof knowledge, that's in the baby. Like saying that when you have a child, is it you have a child by an old man, baby come out looking old. You know what I'm saying? Baby come out looking old. But because he knows shit. He be like, man, I'm born to the goddamn world knowing all this shit already. Like, damn. Because that old man, he's like, man, I done seen all this shit. I'm out to ride up and down in this young bitch pussy. You know what I'm saying? And the child come out like, man, back already? Goddamn. I just left. Yeah, you just left all right out the shaft of his penis. You know what I'm saying? My man said, he said, I'm so ahead of my time. My grandfather was just taken from the delivery ward. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. People don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? It be that way sometimes. Like, your children are, your children's, okay, whatever children that your children have, you'll be reborn through the ones that you never saw. Sometimes. It's not always limited to that. Trust me. I'm not going to try to explain it. There are the exceptions. You know what I'm saying? But usually your children, you won't be reborn through your children. You won't be reborn through any children that you see. You'll be reborn through children that you didn't see, because it'll be counted under faith that you don't even know. That way, that what you do in what you perceive to be the best thing you could ever do and not evil, it'll be allowed to function like that without you having a premeditation to do this or that. It'll be your natural nature manifesting itself. You know, because what you would plan for good might end up being evil. And so what your enemy plans for evil is usually works out, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, love your enemy. Because if your enemy was smart enough to destroy you, you wouldn't have an enemy. So be thankful that your enemy is not that intelligent. Like saying it, if you had a real enemy that was trying to kill you, you'd be dead already. To the extent where, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? So be thankful that you have incompetent enemies. Like on Spawn, he was like, why does God always, and the dude was like, hail Satan. He was like, why does God get all the smart ones? You know what I'm saying? Why does he get all the smart ones? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The clown was like, man, we get these dumb motherfuckers. We gotta choose from these dumb motherfuckers on how we gonna try to win this war between heaven and hell. This shit looking bad. This shit looking bad. We fight the losing battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, the battle's already won. It's like X-Men Days of Future Past. It's like saying that the battle is already won. It's just that certain evil forces try to go back in time and change it. You know, they're the ones that are dissatisfied. They are the dissatisfied, the disagreeable. Those who are dissatisfied and they won't even open their mouth to say, well, you know, that's not right, or I don't like this or that. You have not because you asked not. That's why the seraphim are highest order, because they expressed their disagreements. The seraphim fell first, because the cherubims would never fall first, because they'll be like, yep, They gonna kiss ass. They gonna kiss ass. They ain't gonna say shit. They ain't gonna never fall. They'll be like, oh, they'll talk shit behind Heavenly Father's back. When he come around, oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. But them seraphim, they genuinely agreed. It was like, we agree. He was like, man, they're just like me. They agree with what I'm saying. But when they were in their era, they weren't even wrong for disagreeing. It was just, you know, like saying that, well, you know what, because my seraphims failed, then that's why I can make a man. Because that which I thought I had made or created that was going to be perfect, it still disobeyed me. So why not make a man and give him free will? And let's see if he will obey me, you know what I'm saying? Like saying that it was the ones that were agreeable, they were created to be expressive, like a fire. They were created to not hold anything back. They weren't created to be like, well, if I know this and that, then I'm gonna conceal it. No. When you watch movies, they be like, why you ain't tell us you got infected? I hid it because you knew, and you also knew that there was no good to come from it by not telling it. Or telling somebody, you know what I'm saying? They knew that too. So as it is, it's more so where when the agreeable fell, the seraphim, because they defended the cherubims. I don't know if they knew or not, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it says it works like the greatest of us are the servants of the rest. So the seraphims are served by the cherubims. But it's really the exact opposite. But this is how it goes. You know, and the cherubims are served by things lower than that, and it goes over into a loop where it's like, well, if the cherubims are serving the seraphims, who are the seraphims serving? They're serving people. You know what I'm saying? They're serving people or anybody made in the image of he who made them. They're serving them. You know what I'm saying? Because the servant is like the sheriff. They're serving them, like saying that we're not serving something for our own, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, but I'm good, yo. Yeah, man. Oh, it's early. Yeah, so the way I'm seeing this shit, man, everybody want to see what they want to see out of this shit. It's just simple as hell. It's simple as hell. They exploit your exploitation to make you recruit yourself amongst the numbers of those who exploit others. Like saying that people go out here and fuck with people. Like saying, hey man, they're fucking with you. Why don't you come over here and get some protection? No, I'm good. That's how they got everybody. These are fallen angels, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. These are fallen angels. They are serving themselves into the destruction of this world to where their punishment is over. And they're using the majority of the people. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? They are a minority. They are 200 out of goddamn 600 of their own kind who are a minority out of the rest of them. And they got the whole planet playing this goddamn game. If that's not an example of the goddamn democracy or the demon critics, the democratic demon critics, what demo mean? Demo. Demo mean half. It's not whole or holy, it's half. Because it's using the whole of their few people and the whole of the majority of the population that they can sway over to their viewpoint to get whatever the whole thing of what they want. They don't have enough numbers. But yet when you see the whole world succumbing to this shit, it's like, you know what? Because they're exploiting your fear. They're exploiting your fear. But in actuality, the seraphic way is the way forward. You know what I'm saying? When you act feminine, that's the seraphim. The serapheminin. The cherubs was like, they all hardcore and shit. And then when somebody turned their back, they asking the seraphims to put their sword where the sun don't, put the swords in them where the sun don't shine. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, yo. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who do what. As long as when I gotta do what I gotta do, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, motherfucker eat don't make me shit. Cause they can eat all they want to eat. I'm eating this goddamn garlic and I put hot sauce in it too. You know what I'm saying? They be like, well, he said something about the LGBTQ. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Neo said that shit. He's like, I don't care what y'all do. He said, but when y'all started to invite me to that shit, and I didn't ask to be a part of it, that's when we got a problem. I don't care what y'all want to do. Y'all can do all the weird shit y'all want to do. Just don't involve me in the shit. It used to be they had gay pride, homosexual pride, because gay is the wrong word. They're not happy. When you try to involve me in this shit, and I'm clearly letting everybody know, I'll say shit, they'll be like, he walks around saying, I say some dirty ass shit that I'm like, yeah, I'm not part of that shit. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to turn you off. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, how else can I let you know that I'm not a part of this shit? You know? So if you need me to be a part of your little homosexual reindeer games, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick didn't want to play none of their reindeer games. I want to play in y'all games. You know what I'm saying? Then they say, Kendrick, with your mind and your nose so bright, lead us through this goddamn darkest night of the soul, darkest of nights. Then all the other reindeers shouted out in glee. You know what I'm saying? He'll go out in history. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know, just please, you know? Because, I mean, it's almost like, you know, you got to say straight pride. Everybody's homosexual. There's no resistance. It's like the Borg resistance futile. You can't resist. But the reality is that this is why we ain't got no country now. They gave you what you wanted, man. I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't trying to be funny, man. Obama was raised in Indonesia. He was raised in Indonesia. So, I mean, at whatever point in time it was, wherever he was and however old he was when he actually came to America and began to adopt American ways, until then, that's his formative years, and probably the best times in his life was there. And with the Indonesia, I'm like, yeah, he's like, man, shit, I don't even fuck about the United States. This is just a place. This is one of my. It's like one drop off point in me being, you know, grew up around the whole world. I'm global. He's like, I'm global, yo. Y'all on some United States shit. Like, y'all had presidents. Like, I grew up in. You got Bruce Springsteen presidents and shit. You know, we grew up in America, and Obama's like, man, fuck that shit, man. I grew up abroad. Like, I was everywhere. I was in Kenya. I was in Indonesia. I was all over the goddamn place. Like, I don't really identify with no one place on the planet. I identify with the whole goddamn planet. And so that's why they feel like I'd be a suitable candidate in destroying these national boundaries and lines. Either by relaxing your economic unity and your economic, you know what I'm saying, security, by letting you do what the fuck you wanted to do. You know? So like right now, it's like, you know, they made abortion illegal. Why? Because that's an anti-LGBTQ move, like saying that they're not gonna speak, they ain't gonna spoon feed it, they gonna feed this shit to you. But they're basically saying that when we made abortion illegal, that was a blow to the LGBTQ. Like saying that them chicks they go both ways. Ain't nobody out here like, oh no damn, I don't be with no men. Fuck out of here. Half these motherfuckers got kids. You know what I'm saying? Half of them got, and I personally can really, I'm like, man, these motherfuckers, I'm like, they be throwing pussy at me. I'm like, ain't you a dyke? I'm like, your girlfriend puts her dildo in your anus. What you want from me? You want me in your anus? You don't give your pussy no play unless it's a woman. You don't want to give a man no credit for pleasuring your pussy. What you want from me? You want me in your booty hole, don't you? And if I act like I'm a homosexual man, they'd be like, that mean he'll be gentle. Yes, I want you in my booty hole. And I can tell by how soft you is, you'll be very gentle in my booty hole. I don't want to be in your booty hole. I know men like you're not, when you do that right there, I know that you'll be in a man's booty hole. And then they walk around smelling like, and they want to spray me with this shit, so they'll be like, oh, he smells like shit. When chicks smell a man that smells like shit, they'll be like, he just came out of somebody's booty hole just now. He smells like he's fresh out of a goddamn booty hole. He's fresh out of a booty hole. Smell him. Yep, that smells like booty hole. He don't shit on himself. He don't shit on himself, but he smells like he's fresh out of a booty hole. So whenever we need somebody going down booty holes, we find this motherfucker like, yeah, he smells, because I shit outside. But that's not nobody else. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? They be like, I want him in my booty hole. I'm like, no. I like smelling good. But I don't like holding my shit in either. So I go shit wherever. And I just invest in nice amounts of cologne and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or scented oils, you know what I'm saying? But like, or Lysol. But I'm not trying to get nobody's asshole. Oh, no, thank you. And if you don't tell a motherfucker where you stand, they'll keep on trying to bother you. You know what I'm saying? I done had you. I'm like, yo, and I thought I was flattered. No, it ain't cool. No, you don't want to. If these chicks shit on you, you through, bro. It ain't about no sex appeal. It's about your diet. Like, yo, you don't eat the right shit. You eat some bullshit. For me to get in your vagina, if you eat pork, it's worms in your whole body. That shit going through the skin of my penis. God forbid you got some other kind of sperm in you, and when you have an orgasmic quake, it loosens that shit up. It's like when a chick got a yeast infection, and you like, man, she was coming so hard. I'm like, bro, that's a yeast infection. You know what I mean? Like, man, it was creaming up. Well, it was creaming up. Like, she was just coming, it's coming. I'm like, bro, that's goddamn yeast infection. That's yeast infection. I'm like, did you bake some bread off of that shit, bro? Was that the goddamn San Francisco dyke sourdough? You know what I'm saying? Was that the goddamn the goddamn San Francisco sourdough? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you don't want that. You think you do. You don't want that. They'd be like, my girl got a girlfriend. No, your girl ain't got a girlfriend. That girl that you call her girlfriend, they been going steady for years. Her girlfriend got a boyfriend. That's you. They steady. You the one that's gonna be gone after it's over. You know what I'm saying? They was together before you. She was never your girl. You're the experiment. She's like, you woke up mad at me and shit. Tell her girlfriend you mad at me and shit. You need some dick, don't you? Go over there and fuck with that nigga and let him give you some dick and bring your ass back to this sapphic relationship. And then Scissor, you know what I'm saying? I can say, I learned from everybody. Scissor's like, on that bloodstained shirt, she was like, oh, nigga got curved. Something. She's bisexual. She's like, damn, bitch, they're like saying that I'm young playing with homosexuality. She's like saying, I'm young experimenting with lesbianism. I'm not gonna be lesbian my whole life. So don't think you own me because we're in this relationship.